Have I ever been jumped in prison? Well, the worst jumping and beating I ever got by the inmates was in county jail. It's gladiator school. It's like a little jit camp, basically. And then you got people fighting for their life, death penalty cases, murder cases, 17, 19 years old. There's no order. There's no assigned bunks. There's no classification. You walk in there, and I'll never forget, I'm walking in there, and the guy with me is like, I'm not going in there. And I'm in my head, I'm young. I'm like, man, what a weak dude. So I take my bunk, and I look to the left cell. You ain't coming in here. And I'm thinking, like, what? Because I've been through, youth offender programs and, youth prisons and level 8 programs. So I'm thinking, like, what? Like, there's supposed to be a signed bunk. And so then I realized, okay, I'm in the jungle for real. So I keep walking, and finally this Mexican dude, and excuse my accent, says, hey, you can come in here, brother. And I come in there, roll up my stuff, get organized. And he's like, listen, I just want to let you know, I don't know if you're in a gang or what, but this is what I represent. He represented a gang, a huge organization that I respect. And he's like, just don't bring no people in here. They're stealing. And if, you ain't part of none of that and you need a knife, it's right here. I'm like, holy shit. So, I did get disrespected as I came in there, and I felt that people looking at me like I'm about to be a victim. But I'm thinking, shit, I'm just going to bond out. I call home, there ain't nobody there. One thing about life, you can do anything you want as long as you accept the consequence, good and bad. And I hope some of the youth hear this. When you finally realize you've become a man, is when you realize no one's coming to save you, and you're responsible for your actions and your destiny. They're not mistakes, they're decisions. So anyway, I'm on the phone, and while I'm on there, one of the most disrespectful things you can do to somebody that's on the phone with their family, especially, is ask for a three-way. And if you're younger, it's not the three-way you're thinking of. It's basically asking my family to call someone that he knows through their phone and blah, blah, blah. Basically have my family call someone for him and deliver messages, whatever. And I hang up the phone, and I call him out for the one-on-one. I think this is a heart check, because in Florida, it's all about your heart. Of course, it's corrupt, murder, violence. But if you're not willing to fight, stab, lock, whatever it takes to show your heart, oh, you're a victim every time. So I figured, this is my heart check. Let me get it out the way. We go in there. We start fighting one-on-one. He's getting the better of me. It's whatever, though. I'm making a point. Next thing I know, I get hit in the back of the head with something. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a fist. And I'm not knocked out, but every time I step left, it feels like I'm stepping right, like I'm just discombobulated. They're jumping me. I'm getting hit on all angles. And, it's county jail. So since it's county jail, you don't have to shave your head like prison. So this one dude had long dreads. And I remember, I'm getting the shit beat out of me by 4 dudes in a cell, hit with locks. I don't know what else. I just grabbed his dreads, and we fell through the toilet and the wall. And I'm just poking his eye, fucking baby punches. They're kicking me, stomping me, hitting me with locks. They're beating the shit out of me, but I'm poking my ear and put my finger in his ear. I'm trying my best to at least get something. Then I get kicked in the face. Boom! That one stung. Straight football kick. So I see him go to kick me again, and I go to block, and my thumb gets kicked and dislocated. Someone screams, one time, aka the police are coming. So I'm like, oh, they're going to count. Okay. I go in the cell. My cellie, the Mexican dude, is like, holy shit, brother, you're a warrior. He's like, I didn't know what to expect. He's like, yo, let me fix you up before the police come in here. Excuse my accent. I'm horrible with accents. But he starts stitching my eye up. It was so nice. He starts stitching my eye up with a sock, like the fiber of a sock. Then he tries to pop my finger into place. I'm thinking the officers are going to come here and count, see this. You can't do my finger. So he's like, just pretend like you're sleeping. They don't care anyway, homie. He goes, everybody alive? Yeah. And they leave. I'm going, so I tell my cellie, the Mexican dude, I said, I'm going to run it back. I go out in the middle, and they're like, he's like looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like bleeding everywhere. I got dislocated face, dislocated thumb. And I go, what's up? Let's do the one-on-one. I'm trying to show him I got all the heart for days, because now I know I'm not going home. I'm facing 45 years in prison for robbing drug dealers and fighting bouncers. I'm not going home. But I refuse to be a victim, even though I'm going to lose this situation. And he's like squaring off. He's got his group of his organization with him, and they're kind of being less aggressive to me. And I'm thinking yeah, now they see, right? But then I look behind me, and there's 8 Mexican dudes with knives in their hand. Some of these dudes fighting death penalty cases, life sentences, red bands. They're like, yo, homie's got heart. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't gonna jump him, shoot him to one-on-one or whatever. They have a little altercation. I was like, all right, cool. In my mind, I'm like, where were y'all at 20 minutes ago? But then I realized what it is. It's politics. And You know, my eye healed up. I still had a broken orbital bone, blood in my nose for about a month. But my thumb never got popped into place no matter how hard they tried because it was broken and dislocated. So I ended up getting staph infection, going to medical, just telling them I fell in the shower. And yeah, that was one of the most eye-opening moments. And that's when I learned that these motherfuckers ain't playing fair and to always get yours first in prison. This is the realities. And I hope some of you youngsters are watching. Stay out, stay free. Us.